just run to this corner and get the pass because the guy was too lazy to not follow him. They got more cheerleaders than they got teammates. Oh. Those two kids ran into each other. Yeah. Looked like they buffed heads all over. You can pull up a chair there if you want. Just drag it back if you need. I don't know if there's much room on the bleachers at the moment. Let's go on the other side. That's coach's wife, Mawson, down there. You sit by her. You can sit with her.
I know her quite well,
She
actually.
gets very during the games.
I graduated from Glen.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
So she was working there. And
Yeah.
I know Boston quite well.
She gets during the game. Vicious.
And I covered Triton a lot too, so when Drew was still playing over there, I'd see him recording all the time.
Yeah. She works at LaVille now.
Is she?
She's a counselor up at LaVille School.
It's funny, LaVille's got all done by people right now.
Yeah.
Coach Trout is even the assistant football coach, Tim Kimmons, graduated from the assistant coach.
Yeah. What's the matter?
I push two buttons and I'm ready for Scott, and when JC's doing it, it's like, hold on. What's that doing that for? I don't know. What's that doing that for? I did this all myself last year. I don't know why we're acting like I can't do it again. Well, we want to get you so you can do all these games by yourself, like I was doing by myself last year.
Yeah.
Take a screen and play by one side. Right in the middle. Is that on this?
What? 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 What are you doing? You can set your stuff there. This is just last night from the banquet. I know. We were out by halftime. Before halftime, I was like, Jesus, Pete. They could have at least printed enough. I'd rather have too many than not enough. I didn't get one. I got here 15 minutes after the game started, and they were out of them. No foul? Really?
Good evening and welcome from Phil Waybright Gymnasium, home of the Argos Dragons. Steve Stricker here alongside Andy Stone.
Hello, hello, and here we go.
Got Isaac Smith running the camera for us here this evening, and we've got the Argos Dragons home opener coming your way here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast on all platforms. We're on rtc4.com. Facebook, and joining us in Rochester on Channel 4. So appreciate everybody who's tuned in to tonight's game. Should be a good one here tonight. The Argos Dragons are going to be taking on the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. Exciting home opener here for the Dragons. Both teams have one game under their belts. The Dragons are 1-0, and Tippecanoe Valley is 0-1 on the season. So we're going to go over a little pregame stuff here. We got plenty of time, Andy, to go through everything. Got started here a little early, but the Dragons should be getting set here to come out onto the floor here.
Make their big 2017-18 debut here. JV started off well with a nice little victory.
Yeah, JV won 38-25. I didn't catch what they did against Bremen. I don't know if they won that game. I know the varsity did.
I think both teams won that, yep.
Okay, so the JV is 2-0. And
varsity's wanting to do the same thing, right?
Right. Tippy Valley's getting set to go here on the left side.
Yeah, got the green and white striped pants, much like IU-esque, old school stuff. But theirs is red, I know. The dinosaur.
Val T
Well, they
making his presence here tonight from the Rochester Sentinel.
The girls and them, they all call him the dinosaur because his last name's spelled just like you spell most dinosaurs' names. So
Cerudis.
they call Val the dinosaur.
All right. Here comes the Dragons.
Yeah,
There are
there
your
they go.
2017-2018 Argos Dragons taking the floor for the first time here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium. And there's the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. Doing a little old school backboard drill there. We used to do that in high school. That's how old school that drill is.
It works.
All right, Andy. So the Argos head coach, of course, is Gordon Mawson. He's in his 4th season now here at Argos. He's 38-33, 403 and 231 overall in 29 seasons of varsity coaching action. Dragons are 273rd overall in class or in Sagarin polls. That's actually last year's poll. They also 32nd in Class A. Tippecanoe Valley comes in there, coached by first-year head man Chad Patrick. Chad's taking over the helm of the Tippecanoe Valley team from his dad Bill, who had been the coach there since 1998. Chad is 0-1 in his first year at Tippecanoe Valley. They are 275 overall and 76th in Class 3A in the Sagarin polls. As we mentioned, Argos won their opener up at Bremen 52-40. Tippecanoe Valley lost their opener at home to Warsaw 51-44. Tippecanoe Valley leads the series over the last 15 years, Andy. You're not going to want to hear this number.
It's a lot to a little.
25-5.
Tippy Valley grows trees. They're growing them out of the valley, you know. Come on.
They do have some big boys from year to year, and they've always had a great program. Coach Patrick, had a tremendous number of wins over the years there at Valley, and his son, I believe, yes, I see Coach Bill Patrick is still on the bench with Chad. So much like LaVille with Michael Edison and his dad,
Jack,
yeah, I couldn't think of his name.
I know. I'll hook you up.
Jack Edison still helps him out. So that's great.
It's a good way to phase them in, and then you just step aside, let them take it under their own program wings.
It's great to see a father and son. They get to do that. It's something that they love together. And so Bill and Chad working together here for the first season. Last year over at Tippecanoe Valley won that one 53-50.
That was a close one. Yeah, that was super close.
So let's talk about the Dragons here, Andy. 3 seniors graduating from last year's squad. Of course, your floor general, second coach on the floor for you, Vinny Stone, who's down at University of Indianapolis this year, and he's playing soccer and doing very well, isn't he?
Yep.
So you got to replace Vinny. You also had Drew Bollenbacher, who was a great utility player. He could do whatever you needed him to. He could rebound, he could score, he could shoot. He's a good defender, big body, 6'2", so he was always, kind of Mr. Reliable. And then Kyle Fishburne. Kyle was one of those. He's not going to put a bunch of points on the board for you, but he's going to play defense. He's going to make good passes. He's going to set screens. He's going to do all the little things, the dirty work, that a lot of guys just don't want to do anymore. They just want to go out and be flashy. So, there's only 3 graduating seniors from last year, but there are 3 very important pieces that Coach Mawson has to try and fill the shoes of.
Well, with Bollenbacher and Stone leaving the court, they were a huge presence. I watched the Culver Bell game from last year, last Friday night. During the day I had a little bit of spare time, so I flipped it on, and just what Stone and Bollenbacher did in that game, the second half was just, And then, because I was trying to look about what we were going to do this year, I know that we got some quality young players that's coming in and filling in very well with Manikowski and Nifong and Vanderweel and them. But, you know, it's those two were very, very key components of last year's successes. And, you know, they're going to have some big shoes to fill. But we've said it. We've always said it. Just like in soccer, it doesn't matter. The kids always rise to the challenge. You show them you got confidence in them, and then they always put down the effort to get where they need to be. So I got a good feeling for tonight.
Well, you talked about Sam and Lucas and Owen, three very experienced players that do return. And Lucas is the senior of them all. Not that he's a senior, but he's the oldest of them all. Only a junior for Vanderweel. And then you got Nifong and Manikowski both returning. They didn't start. Well, Nifong started a little bit last year, but they had quite a bit of varsity experience, both of them lettered as freshmen. So they're going to look to them, and you could see it in the first game at Bremen. Manikowski led the team in scoring with 18, Vanderweel with 15, and Nifong with 10. So a balanced score sheet right there. Three guys in double figures. You always like to see that. And, you know, you like to see the two sophomores step up, and then Vanderweel as well. They're going to have another shoe, I guess, so to speak, to fill in Jonah Osborne, who was an experienced player for him last year. He's going to be out for the season. He had ACL surgery about, what, 2 weeks ago?
Something like that. So, yeah, he's pretty much going to be laid up until, well, hard telling. Well, he's had some knee troubles before that, and this is just really took the wind out of his sail. He's pretty upset about missing the season. He looks forward to this more than he does even soccer. So, yeah, it's a big loss for the program for this season.
Well, and the amazing thing is he played a lot of soccer on that knee. I mean, that was
he had the knee brace on, and he was trying. You could tell he wasn't himself, but he was putting in the effort. And a smart player sometimes can still be very valuable, even though they're not 100% with the you know, athleticism at the time. So we've seen that quite often in some sports. And he did not want to come out, and that made it hard for Coach Vanderweel with the soccer program. But it was a no-brainer. He had to do this, or he wasn't going to be in. Well, it was getting to the point where it was very difficult just to walk right. So they knew it was time for it to be done. So we've been brought to our attention that the Tippecanoe Valley girls basketball versus Argos, and it's got a bunch of ugly boys out there.
Yeah.
Way to go, Lori Manikowski. Thank you for the input. So we'll have that changed. That's no big deal.
Well, we all know they're boys, so.
Well, they got some of the ugliest looking girls out there from both squads. Oh, boy. I don't know who would be prom queen out of this group. So it's very good. You know, I like what I see on both ends of both boys' teams. Nice and strong young men ready to go at it. And we'll just see if we can keep everybody injury-free and with good sportsmanship. So,
just looking through the roster here, no seniors for the Dragons. As we go through the Tippy Valley roster, they've got only one senior, Dakota Parker, a 5'8" senior. So two really young squads here on the floor. Tippy Valley, you know, they have a 6'3", 6'2", so 6'2", a couple 6'2s. So not overly tall. So it should be a good one here. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back here with more pregame from Phil Waybright Gymnasium here in a moment. You're watching RTC4.com's coverage of Argos Dragons basketball.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your Nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus.
Right.
Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back to Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone. And we're covering pregame here. We've got about 8.5 minutes before the tip for the boys' home opener.
Got to give a shout out while we can. We have a little bit of spare time. Grace boys with Damon Binkley and Josiah Osborne take a 3-0 win and advance to the next round of the tournament in their college soccer season. So we want to congratulate all the Grace Lancers with their success and the Argos lads. A lot of players have come from Argos that end up over in the Warsaw area playing for them. Your own daughter even played a year of softball there. So, you know, it's how it is. A lot of people go there. It's a close, good little college. So congratulations to those guys. That was pretty good win.
They've done really well. They're juniors this year, right?
Yeah, they are juniors, and their vast playing experience here at Argos has really shined over there for the Lancers. I think Osborne started every game because he was such a tenacious midfielder and defender for him. So I think he's always in, which is a great thing. And Binkley had a goal today. I know he had a goal tonight, so that was a nice icing on the cake for him.
It's great to see. We've got a lot of young people that graduate here at Argos, very small, community school, and they do very well. They move on and play at the next level and, achieve good things. And, those two have been great examples of that. Of course, Vinny moving up and playing at UIndy, and Kennedy, Damon's sister, playing over at St. Francis. So, Katie Williams a few years ago played over at Kaskaskia in Illinois, and a lot of success at the next level, and it shows, because they start so young, and the youth program over here is such a good program that it's great to see. So possibly some seniors from this year's class that might be moving on. Your daughter might be one, and I don't know what my daughter's going to do, but she might be moving on and doing something next year. Who knows? This is something here, Andy, that we didn't see last year, and I really missed it. And we got the return of the band this year. A new band director,
Peter Foster, tremendous man. He's done a great. We won the Blueberry Festival with best small school band. The Blueberry Festival. And that was his first time out with the class. I mean, how do you do that besides tons of practice, tons of effort, and lots of heart. So congratulations to our band, and they sound real good as well. I can't always say as always. They had a little rough patch for a year or so, but now they are on top.
They are back at it, and thanks to Isaac for pointing that out for us and everything. So our coverage this week, we're going to be here tonight. We're going to be back here on Thursday night for Lady Dragons.
I will not be.
Okay, well, I'll be back here on Thursday night for Lady Dragons. They got a big one coming up. They've got the number 6 team in Class A, Morgan Township, coming in.
Township.
And it's gonna be curious to see because they're gonna be playing. They got a home game tonight versus North Judson. North Judson's tough. North Judson at Morgan Township tonight. So it'll be interesting to see. You know, Morgan Township is 4-1. It's hard to gauge sometimes with who they've played and everything, and it doesn't look like they've played anybody real tough. So we'll see what they do against North Judson. If they give North Judson a game, I'm going to be really shaking in my boots come Thursday night because the Dragons are doing well. They're coming in. They've won their last 2 games versus Jimtown and Culver Community. But those are 2 teams that, those are games you're expected to win. But they did win them pretty handily both times. So that's good to see. They were coming off of a 3-game losing streak where they
had some tough competition. I tell you what, if North Judson doesn't make it to state this year, they'll be making it and winning it next year. I call that already. They're just phenomenal.
And the thing is, they're young.
Yeah, there's no seniors on that squad. There's one that played. So
their main core of that team is 2 juniors and a freshman.
Woof.
And Frazier is a real player.
She's the real deal.
She is definitely. She's got the size. She just made it look like she was a woman out there playing with girls.
Yep, she did.
When we played them. I mean, it was just unbelievable how smooth everything comes to her.
Yeah, she's she's the stall of Glenn, the Dunlap from last year of Argos, but doing it as a freshman and with absolute command of it. It was quite impressive for her. Got to give her credit.
Yeah, so I'll be taking a peek at that game, seeing how that's going. The Morgan Township's going to be coming here on Thursday night, putting their number 6 ranking on the line against the Argos Lady Dragons.
Our Lady Dragons.
And, it's going to be a tough stretch for the Lady Dragons. After Thursday night's game, they've got 4 road games in a row, and they're going to be on the road basically the entire month of December. Their next home game after Thursday night will be the Winter Classic on the 29th or 30th of December.
Yep.
So it's going to be a tough stretch. They've got Rochester and CGA back-to-back, and then they got a trip to Peru and then a trip to New Prairie. A couple winnable games in there. I mean, it's not, a bunch of North Judson and OD type of games, but, it's still 4 road games in a row. So we're going to be there for that. The band is playing the school song of Tippy Valley. It's not ours. Great atmosphere here tonight at Phil Waybright Gymnasium. It's hard to see. We got the camera on this side. The stands on this side are pretty much full.
The band section, nobody wants to sit there because it's so loud with the drums.
Yeah.
It's all right. So that's how it goes.
So, if you look at it from the camera's point of view, nice pet block. It looks a little thin, but actually the side of the stands that you can't see are pretty full.
Sorry, had to get our lighting situation set. Because lighting's important in our beautiful broadcast here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium.
Just want to get a close-up of the pep band, and we missed it out.
Lexi
was doing a nice little dance there. I wanted to get that on film.
She's gone crazy. It's well, let's see here. First game of the season, getting ready for national anthem and lineups. And I tell you what, I'm a little nervous. Definitely excited. I have no kids out there, but I tell you what, it's another sporting event. You always get a little nervous when they get ready to start. You always want the kids to do well.
This is a stress-free event for us. We
Pretty
don't
much.
have to stress over any of the kids that are playing. And even soccer, boys soccer, you didn't have any of your boys out there.
No.
But Vinny or Gaby was playing. And
Yeah.
so boys and girls soccer, you had people out there. And girls basketball, I have people out there. So
Trying to get my oldest to play again, but we'll see how that goes. Jacob's still playing in junior high, so he didn't want to do basketball this year, though. But he should, because he's already 6 foot at 12 years old. And John's 6'1", 14, and with the weight and strength, so we'll see how it goes.
all right, so we're going to get our national anthem and get some starting lineups, and we're going to have our tip-off here shortly here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Home opener for the Argos Dragons here this evening. Going to be taking on the Tippy Valley Vikings. Alrighty, so the starters for the visiting Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. Number 10, a 5'8" sophomore, Tanner Trapiti. Number 12, a 5'8" senior, Dakota Parker. Number 20, a 6 foot junior, Wes Mellinson. Number 30, a 6'2" junior, Alex Morrison. And number 34, a 6 foot junior, Cameron Parker. And now the starting lineups for your Argos Dragons. Number 3, a 5'11" sophomore, Sam Manikowski. Number 5, a 6'1" junior, Lucas Vanderweel. Number 11, a 6'4" junior, Ian Kindig.
The Bear.
Number 35.
Oh, and Nightfall.
A 6 foot sophomore, and it's rounding out the starting 5, a 6 foot sophomore, number 55, Brayton Thompson.
Well, that's right. There's no mistake, folks. Not a single senior on the roster. all underclassmen. A lot of them already have some experience on the court, which pays dividends, as we've talked about. The boys' side has always been blessed with that more than the girls, where they've had lots of younger players on the court. This is one of the first years in a while it's been that way for the girls. And you can show, and it should be a good game for the boys.
All right, out of the 10 starters, there's only one senior on the floor, and that is the Tippecanoe Valley senior, Dakota Parker.
He's the only one on the roster, the entire group.
Right. So Morrison and Kindig are going to go for the tip here. We're getting set for boys basketball action here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium.
Oh, he can't touch it a second time. Oh, boy, he blew that call. Touched it twice. Tippy Valley has the ball. It's going to go with a little bit of pace, and they're going to shoot from distance, and it's short. Rebound, Kindig. Manikowski bringing the ball across the timeline. Looks like Manikowski is going to be the point guard for the evening. Rotation. Nifong gives it out to Manikowski. Vanderweel opens up, gives it down to Nifong. Nifong with a little jumper, and it's good. Nice smooth shot out of Nifong.
First bucket of the game, first bucket here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Nifong puts the Dragons up 2-0.
And they got it a little bit different. 3 is going to look like they got 4 out and 1 in. So they're going to shoot the rock from distance. Drives in, gets it up, and rebound. And Manikowski, and he's not waiting. And he's trapped.
Dribbles it on the line, so a turnover for the Dragons, first of the game.
It looked pretty rough, but a turnover.
This is boys basketball.
Oh.
It's not puff ball, Andy.
It's not puff, but the old when it comes from full length up all the way down, that's a chop. It's the chop. So they're going to look like they're going to go in and then try to get that distance and opening on the 3. And here's a nice little lay-in.
Alex Morrison with the first bucket for Tippy Valley, ties it up at 2.
Vanderweel gets to the Nifong. Nifong waits, gives it over to Manikowski. Full court press there.
Isaac, zoom out just a little.
All right, Nifong.
There you go.
Gets it back over to Manikowski. Manikowski loses it. And there's a quick bucket.
12 get that?
Yep.
Parker with the bucket. 2 turnovers for the Dragons here in the first quarter. High pressure here from Tippy Valley.
Dragons just calmly work across. Kindig way out. Looks down, gives it over to Vanderweel. The trap is on. Jeez, oh Pete. 3 turnovers for the Dragons.
It's kind of like the girls playing Winnemac, a little half-court trap action by Tippy Valley right now.
Yeah, I don't know sure what that shot was, if it was blocked or just poor. It looked like it was blocked, but Vanderweel come down with it.
Andy, I like the new unis they got.
Yeah, they look good. And Manikowski, and no foul again. And so far, the officiating staff's being stingy with the whistle on each end, which is all right. Keep the game flowing. You play to what the officials are calling. Here's a long 3, and it's in, out, and in.
Tanner Trapedi puts the Vikings up 7-2 with that shot.
And there's the foul.
And they're going to get Trapedi on the foul, I believe.
And Mawson's letting the official know.
They called that on Manikowski. Wait. Alrighty, I don't know what happened there, but Manikowski gets called with the foul, his first.
Manikowski has the ball. He's called for the foul, and we get it out of bounds. How is that possible? There's no number 3 on the court.
Yeah, that is a little puzzling.
But
They said White
what's Mankowski's number?
3. They said foul on White 3, and then
we get the ball out. How is that possible?
I am a little confused with that. All right, 4:30 left to go here. Tippy Valley up 7-2.
Yikes! That's a great call.
Yeah, we'll have to get some clarification on that one later. I'm not sure what exactly that was.
Traveled.
So a turnover for the Vikings. First of the game for Tippy Valley. Isaac, you're zoomed in too high.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kendig. Over to Vanderbilt. Bowenbacher. Gets the ball down, and he's fouled from behind.
Nice pass inside there by Bowenbacher into Vanderwill. And they're going to get 34 Parker, I think. Yep. So that'll be Parker's first, Tippy Valley's first. 22 and 24 are going to check in for Tippy Valley. Jalen Shepard, a 6'3".
Well, they had
junior.
their numbers wrong or something because they got 2 fouls for Tippy Valley and none for Argos.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was no number 3. I don't even think there's a number 3 on the roster for Tippy Valley.
There's not. They said.
I heard him. I heard
know.
it too.
He said White 3. So that it can't be on Manikowski because they've got 2 team fouls.
Ball fake.
We'll have to get some clarification.
Kendig for 3, and it's in and out. Nifong, the ball's loose, and they're fighting for it, and Nifong comes away with it.
Good work there by the sophomore Nifong.
Vanderbilt looks. Back over to Nifong. They're rotating the ball well. The Dragons moving it. Bowenbacher fakes. Trap is on. Oh, and he's wide open. Nifong. And he's getting a foul.
That's going to be a blocking foul. Nifong hits the ground hard, and that's going to be on Alex Morrison. That'll be his first. Team's
Nifong's walking like I do when I get out of bed in the morning.
Now it's 1 and 2. I am completely confused on what that call was.
I don't get it.
The ref said White 3 and then gave us the ball. I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Oh, well.
I've never seen you get the ball after a foul call.
Yeah.
So Nifong is at the line shooting 2. And first one is in and out. A little flat on the shot there. He's a little sore.
Yeah, he's holding his elbow.
He hit hard on that. He was up in the air a lot farther than I could ever get.
Well, not me.
So Nifong, another shot here from the line. And he's off the mark again, and the Tippy Valley Vikings get the rebound. 0 for 2 from the line. Nifong still holding that.
Yeah, he's not even
arm.
raising that arm up now.
Almost an over and back.
He can't dribble again. Huh. It went off his leg. He picks it up, and he dribbles again. How is that possible?
Parker with the bucket. He's got 4, 9-2 with 3:08 left here in the first quarter.
Kendig's going straight to the bucket and puts it in.
Nice look there by Vanderwill. Found Kendig on the side for a nice easy layup. Brings the Dragons to within 5.
Here's another quick 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Kendig.
Quick pressure, and they're going to get a foul call on Tippy Valley. 24 or 20. Who are they going to pick? Looks like 20. He's looking at 20. Wes Mellinson, that's going to be his first, team's third. Mellinson, a 6-foot junior for Tippy Valley.
And there's a break. Kendig going to go in for another easy layup, and he sure does. Dragons break it well.
That is how you break pressure right there, Andy. That's textbook press break by the Dragons.
Vanderbilt with the steal.
Going to be a blocking foul on Derry Mipple.
Yep.
Daryl.
So at the very beginning, Daryl Nipple, Dowry Rimple, Dow Rempel. I don't know.
All right, we're having some trouble. He got the foul. Parker We'll just call him Parker. Sorry.
Oh, look, we got
Apologize.
the foreign exchange student coming in.
Diego checks in. We're just going to call him Diego because we can't say his name either.
Gets the ball low.
He
Kicks
is
it out. 6'5".
6'5" from Spain.
I don't think he ever plays much, even over in the other land.
Are you being sarcastic?
No. They don't play. I mean, I don't think he played a whole lot over there.
Oh, I've seen him play. He looked like he knew what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know that basketball's not big in their country. Let's say it that way. Not compared to soccer.
Oh, everything's soccer for you. That's true.
I'm serious. There's you got FC Barcelona, you got Real Madrid.
You're talking gibberish for me there. Barcelona has a good basketball team.
Yeah.
Here's a rebound. Nice look up. Oh, they're going to say that Bollenbacher was on the line, but that was a good push ahead there by the Dragons. Just a little too hard. 5th turnover of the first quarter for the Dragons. 6-9. Dragons trail by 3 with 1:40 left to go here in the first quarter.
Well, Mawson's talking to Odell, so it looks like he might give Kendig a break here in a minute.
Kendig's had a good first quarter here.
Little jumper, and it's off the mark. Rebound goes to Vanderwill. Kicks it out to Bollenbacher.
Good job not to get that tied up there by Vanderwill.
Well, we know that Diego can dunk, and nothing will get this crowd going better than a nice dunk at one time or another. Kendig gets the ball back after the missed shot.
Tries to throw it off of the Tippy Valley player, and it doesn't go out of bounds, and Tippy Valley gets the turnover. That's a good thought there by Kendig. He's just got to get a little bit more
and
pepper.
He's way out of bounds, and Diego with the rebound. Here comes Vanderwill. Bollenbacher. Manikowski's taking a break for a bit. You got Owen. Nifong gives it over to Vanderwill. Nifong fakes. Vanderwill fakes. Kendig. Fouled from
reach
behind.
Across for Morrison. That'll be his second. Team's 5th.
It must have been a technical. It was the only thing it could have been. But
still don't know how we got the ball back.
On a technical, you'd lose.
Be 2 free throws and the ball for the other team. So yeah, I don't know. Kowski's having some trouble. He does get it into Vanderwill.
So
we'll have to see if we can get some clarification maybe at halftime on what happened with that first call. Almost a steal there.
He knew where he was at. Man,
Kowski gets knocked over out of bounds, and a lot of contact. Play by the Tippy Valley against Manikowski. No call.
Well, Tippy Valley does have a football program, so their boys are big and strong. A lot of them play dual sports, so. Vanderwill, Nifong lays it up. It's off the mark. Diego with the rebound, and it's good.
No, they had. Oh, that was in.
He was in the air. He was in the air, and it was out. Man, that should have counted.
with that one. So after one quarter, Tippy Valley leads 9-6. We're going to take a break and be back for second quarter action here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium in just a moment. You're watching RTC4 and Channel 4 in Rochester.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Steve Stricker here alongside Andy Stone. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's coverage of Argos Dragons basketball on RTC4.com. The Tippecanoe Valley Vikings lead after one quarter, 9-6. Tippy Valley was led. They were led in scoring by Dakota Parker, the senior, with 4. Trapedi had 3, and Morrison had 2. Kindig had 4, and Nifong had 2 for the Dragons. So Diego, Nifong, Kindig,
Vanderweel, and Manikowski
come back out here for the start of the second quarter.
I like that backdoor program because that was working well for the Dragons. Vanderweel kicks it out. Nifong drives in, puts it over to Diego. Diego puts it up for 2.
he was underneath the basket.
Yeah. I'll just get underneath the basket. They won't think I could do anything from there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play there. Diego gets the first bucket of the game for him and brings it to a 8-9 ball game.
Well, I think the Dragons just had a little bit of nerves at the very beginning of the game. Vanderweel with the foul. Some nerves at the beginning of the game, so they've settled down a little bit. There's a foul on Vanderweel.
That's his first. Team's.
That's his second.
That's his second?
I
missed one.
Yeah, you were asleep.
I guess. It's hard to say what's going on sometimes.
I tell you what.
So Vanderweel picks up his second foul. I don't know if Coach Mawson's going to want to get him out here. Give him a few minutes to take a break.
Definitely got a size. And it's stolen by Nifong. Gives it over to Diego. Diego lays it in, and it's 1.
Nice move, nice play up ahead. Good look ahead by the Dragons, and Diego finishes, gets a chance for the and 1.
Well,
Dragons will take
I think the crowd was hoping, the pep block was hoping for a dunk, but he had a man on him. And out comes Vanderweel, we figured, and in comes Riddle.
All right, J.J. Riddle, a 6'3" sophomore for the Dragons, checks into the game.
And
Diego is good on the free throw. He's got 5 points, and the Dragons are up 11-9.
All right. Did you hear that?
No.
Good.
Okay.
We got delay.
All right.
All right. Manikowski. Dragons. He fakes. Fakes again.
Wow. Nifong and Diego got faked out of their shoes
Big
on
time.
that.
Easy
Les
bucket.
Mellinson puts the bucket in, and the game is tied with 6:38 left here in the first half.
Manikowski, caddy corner. Diego fakes.
Yeah. Took an extra step right there. He was trying to find a person to pass it to, and gets called for the walk.
It happens. That's not our first turnover of the game.
It's actually our 7th. Who's counting?
Yeah. Rotates it around. Pulls back. Shielded and a long three, and it's blocked. Riddle touches it and out of bounds. Got to be aware of that shot going in the air.
Well, you can't really blame Riddle.
Oh,
You're
no.
expecting it to go off the rim. He had perfect position. It just was 3 feet short because of the tip
Diego
on the block.
Here he comes around top. Diego is staying out high on the shooter.
I think it's going to be a little tough getting a shot off out there against Diego.
Yeah. Drives in and misses. Rebound goes. Huge rebound out of Kindig.
Boy, he's had a really good first half here.
Already.
Kindig, he's really matured from what we've seen in the year past.
Manikowski drives all the way through. Misses. Diego, it's tipped. Kindig gets it. Battles and is taken away. Kicks it in the corner. Here's a quick three, and it's short. And rebound by Nifong.
That was great position on that rebound by Nifong.
And he's going all the way, and he's fouled before he gets the shot off, and they're going to get a shoot two.
Yeah, they're going to say he was shooting. I think they're going to get number 40, Jace Potter.
He was shooting, but it didn't. He didn't actually get it. He got butchered. 0-2 first round to the free throw line. Let's see if he can. His elbow's moving better. He seems like he's better. He took a hard hit, real hard, before last time at the stripe. Let's see what he does here. And that one's off again.
Short. Little short arm, I guess, if you put your coaching hat on, Andy. It looked like he kind of Didn't really get his full extension on that.
Kindig with his first break of the game, and well-deserved from him. In comes Thompson. And that's a little better. It's still short.
Yeah, still kind of short arm that. He's 0 for 4 from the line there.
Shackism. Here's a quick three, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Dragons. Here comes Nifong. Diego's got it there, and Nifong's going to beat him and puts it in for 2.
That's just out hustling everybody back right there by Nifong, and
he might as well make up for it with the layup from coast to coast if you didn't make your free throw.
He just outran the defense that time.
Kicks it out. Here he comes around for the shot, fakes, kicks it around. They're waiting for that three-pointer. And he does get it off, and it's off the mark again. Has position, and it's going to stay the Dragons. Nope, goes stay for Tippy Valley.
I thought it went off of Mellinson right there, but they're going to say it went off of a Dragon's hand. That number 12, Parker, checking back in with Parker Derry Mipple taking a break.
That's 5 seconds. You got to believe it. Jeez, Pete. The pep clock was up to 9. I know they were speed counting, but they were already at the 9.
Jalen Shepard checks back in, and
here comes a full court pressure. This didn't work out too well for Tippy Valley last time around, last couple. Let's see if the Dragons can break it again. Thompson over to Riddle.
Well, they don't want to put it right there, that's for sure. That's where Tippy Valley wants it. And Coach Mawson doesn't want it there either. He's going to call a timeout. We got a 30-second timeout here on the floor. We're going to keep it here with 4:30 left to go in the first half. Argos leads 13-11. Ian Kindig with 4. Diego has come in and had 5 points for the Dragons. Really sparked them here in the second quarter. I think all 5. Well, they've had 7, so he's had 5 of the 7. Nifong with the layup. So Diego with 5 and Nifong with 2 here in the second quarter for the Dragons. And they've taken over the lead, outscoring the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings 7-2 so far here in the second quarter. So Coach Mawson, he took a timeout there. That was a good timeout. The Dragons were trying to break the press going up the sideline, and as anybody knows in basketball, you don't want to stop at the sideline and the half-court line. That's the worst place to go.
And not unless you got someone right there to give it to. Somehow Riddle fought through it and got it out. Nifong has it. Gives it over to Manikowski. Riddle. They're just working the ball. Good bounce pass to get around this man. There's contact.
That's going to put Nifong at the line shooting 1-1. That's going to be a foul on Mellinson. And that'll be his second, team's 8th. So let's see if Nifong can shake off his early free throw woes here for the Dragons.
He'd be good to go.
I say he's going to make this one.
All right. Well, you got 50-50 odds. Let's see what he does. And short.
Yeah, he's still kind of short-arming him, but there's a nice
gets the ball back. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be
Tippy Valley.
TV.
So Nifong struggling from the line. 0 for 5, missed the front end of that 1-1. So 3:54 left here in the first half. 13-11 Argos lead.
Well,
Tippy Valley's ball off of the jump ball.
I tell you what, it looks to me that Nifong's changed his shot from the free throw line, and it doesn't look smooth. Number 10 for 3, misses again. Rebound Riddle. With 3 guys around him, he keeps it. Nifong has it. Kicks it over to Diego, out of bounds.
Yeah, that one wasn't good from the beginning. Manikowski threw it to Nifong and almost threw it away right there because Nifong had his back turned to Sam.
Yep.
And then
Manikowski.
The pass into Diego was
a little rough.
Line, yeah. So
it's all right.
10 turnovers here for the Dragons in the first half. Coach Mawson's not going to be happy with that.
Foul. No, it traveled beforehand.
Yeah, he lost his footing or something and caused the pivot foot to come up. He's not feeling too good. That was Parker Derrymipple.
Out comes 20.
Alex Morrison checks back in for the Vikings.
Bollenbacher has the ball. Riddle comes around to get it. Nifong. Caddy corner. Bollenbacher. Diego. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be Tippy Valley.
Ooh. They're going to say it went off Diego's hand. It was between him and Morrison, and it looked like Morrison might have been the last one to touch it. But
well, Diego tried to grab it after Morrison touched that. He should have just pulled back, and it was going out of bounds anyways. It would have been ours, but I think that extra effort, he might have got it. Hard telling. And Kindig's coming back in.
Potter checks in for Tippy Valley. Kindig's going to give Diego a break. Good minutes there for the
Spaniard.
They got him listed as a junior from Spain.
Well, in a lot of their countries, they graduate high school by 16. I know in Brazil and so on and so forth. So pulls back, comes across, tries to foul, shove through, and Riddle's going to be called for it.
That'll be his first, team's fourth.
50, 25, 55. He called it on Thompson. Thompson wasn't even in the play. These officials need to wake up. It was Riddle or it was Bollenbacher, and Braden Thompson was down underneath, and they gave it to him. Loose ball. Number 10 has it. Get out on him. Kicks it over. Fakes. Good defense by the Dragons. Kicks it over. Fakes. Shot. Good. Tie ball game.
Derrymipple with the
Riddle.
bucket.
Gonna get it out of the corner. Kindig. Bollenbacher rotates it back around. Gets it back from Riddle. Down low, Kindig. It's going to be Dragons ball, out of bounds by Tippy Valley.
Nice defense that time by number 30, Alex Morrison for Tippy Valley.
Man, they wrote through some players, buddy.
They are they are a high intensity, high pressure team, and they're really working the bench. They've had, I think, 10 different players have been in the game so far for Tippy Valley.
Yep. Kindig has got it. Manikowski was back in for Riddle. Fakes over to Nifong. Kindig low baseline jumper just off the mark. Rebound. Bollenbacher fights it, gets it, puts it up, misses, and Braden Thompson pushed from behind. And that should be his first, but that's going to be his second.
That was good work that time by Bollenbacher to get that offensive rebound. Just couldn't get the putback to go in. Thompson with the over the back.
Lane's put on a little bit of meat over the winter. From last year's season to this year's over the summer, he's a little thicker than what he was, and he's going to need that strength. He doesn't have the natural height that his brother Drew had.
Well, not yet. He is a junior, so
Drew
chances are growing a little bit, but.
Drew is tall and very thick. He's strong enough that he's playing lacrosse at college level and never played it before in his life. So they're using his athleticism and strength.
Thompson, I think, is going to get called.
That's going to be his third. Yeah, that's 3 in a row, even though it should only be 2.
So with 1:25 left to go in the half, number 30, Alex Morrison at the line shooting 2 for Tippy Valley.
So Diego will be coming back in for Thompson. There ain't no doubt about it. He's got 3 fouls. It only should be 2. But
Morrison was off on the first. He's got one more coming up here. Second is off, and the rebound goes to Diego.
13 all. It's almost halftime. Oh, wow. It's a defensive match. Manikowski kicks it, fakes it, looks, sees Diego in the back, gets it. Drives, kicks it over, rotates around. Manikowski is going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, he wanted to take off a little bit quicker than the ball got to the floor. Some more
It almost looked like he was almost moving before he even caught it.
Well, they're going to call that one all the time because
yeah,
that just
it looks bad no matter what, and it's a little obvious there. Well, the Dragons have successfully shut down the three-pointer, but Diego gets the ball. Rebound, Manikowski over the corner to Bowenbacher. Kindig.
Coach Mawson just shakes his head on that. That pass almost went over the
Diego, oh, he was going to the basket. Yep. Manikowski trapped over to Nifong and gets out of it. Manikowski. 18 seconds left. Going to drive in. Brings him out, drives in, fakes. 11, 10, Nifong, Diego puts it in for two, and that's a great executed play.
Great patience there by the Dragons.
He's going in the other length and just misses.
Great patience there on that last play. Diego gets the bucket. He's got 7 going into the half, and the Dragons are up 15-13 after one half here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium. We're going to take a break. We're going to total up the first half stats. Come back for our halftime show here. You're watching RTC4.com's coverage of Argos Dragons basketball.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back. We are at half here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Argos Dragons lead Tippecanoe Valley Vikings 15-13 at the half. And your halftime stats. First for the visitors from Tippecanoe Valley. 5 first half turnovers for the visitors. Led in scoring by Dakota Parker with 4. Tanner Trapedi with 3, Wes Mellinson with 2, Daryl Mipple with 2, and Morrison with 2. The big story of the first half for Tippecanoe Valley, one made three-pointer by Trapedi, and that was it. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the pregame. They kind of live and die by the three-point shot, and so far here in the first half, they've kind of died by the three-point shot, only making the one shot. For the Dragons, led in scoring by Diego Eljabatia. I hope I said that right. I thought I'd give it a shot. We've been just calling him Diego. But Diego had 7 big points off the bench for the Dragons. 4 points for Ian Kindig and 4 points for Owen Nifong. The big story for Nifong, 0 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half. So hopefully he can get that fixed here at the half. The big thing that the Dragons are going to have to do, they had 12 first half turnovers. They're going to have to clean that up here in the second half. Very low scoring half of basketball here. You can kind of figure that Tippy Valley wants to come out and do a little bit better job of shooting the ball here in the second half. They're going to try and get the three-point shot going if they can. So we've got about 5 minutes left here of the halftime. We're just going to put it down on the floor for you for a minute. And we'll come back here when the second half starts. You're watching RTC4.com and Channel 4 in Rochester. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Then you stop because you know it's right.
Alrighty, welcome back here. Second half action getting set to get underway here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone. Isaac Smith running camera. Second half's going to start with the Dragons up by 2, 15-13. Low scoring first half, Andy.
Yeah, but a great example of patience and just running the program, running the system that Coach Mawson wanted. We got the last shot off, and it was pretty much really, really good way to do that. A few highlights, a couple things I liked, and definitely some things I did not like in that first half.
Well, the Dragons are going to have to do a better job from the stripe if they want to win this game in the second half.
Stripe and holding on to the ball. Turnovers were high. Missed free throws were high. They did a few things that were gorgeous. The one really nice press break, and they kind of got away from the pressing as much. Vanderbilt has it. And they're going to have a foul.
First foul of the second half is going to be on number 12, Dakota Parker. That'll be his first.
Wait. It's 12, Dakota Parker, like you said. All right. Ball's in.
Tilted. You tilted.
All right.
Tilted. I don't know. Did one side slip?
That side's lower in the front corner. And let's see here.
I think you slipped.
Kicked.
The tripod
over there.
Slipped.
It's out of bounds.
We're going to call that off of Morrison.
All right.
More.
Put your headset back on, and you can hear us talk to you. We're trying to adjust the camera. It kind of slipped.
Closer. A little more. There. Right there. Lock it.
And we got it locked down. Camera's pretty straight.
There we go.
We're back in action. Trap. Vanderweel gets it to Nifong. Vanderweel's down low, puts it up for 2, and it's in.
Vanderweel with his first points of the night for the Dragons puts them up by 4.
Kicks it. Oh, just tipped out by Vanderweel. And Vanderweel's on the ground.
Oh, that was clearly out on Vanderweel.
Boy.
We'll take it.
Yeah. They got one. Ay.
That was a missed call there. I don't know.
I think he gave it to him for the pure out-and-out hustle.
Well, I mean, that was great hustle. But
it was out on Vanderweel. It's all right. Kendig fakes, gives it down to Vanderweel, drips it back, looks, and he tries to throw it over two taller players, and another turnover. Dragons not handling the ball well this game. Long 3, short again.
No block out on the wing. Yep. Good rebound by Parker.
I tell you what, number 10, he's been short from the three-point line the entire evening. And that's going to be on
Thompson.
That's his 4th.
Yeah.
Well, ouch. Thompson's going to be hitting this. And there's Diego automatically, instantly in for Thompson.
Yep.
And
well, Diego was a spark plug for the Dragons in the first half with 7 points. See if he can continue on his hot streak.
Quick 3, and it's in and out. Rebound, Kendig. Gets it over to Nifong. Gets it over to Manikowski. Crosses him over. Sees it, goes through. Diego, open. Gets it out. Nice rotation from Diego. Throws it over to Kendig.
Ooh.
And he gets tackled. And that's another foul, 20.
That'll be his 3rd.
Yep.
Team second half. You know, there is a little trick to shooting on these rims. They are very tight, and if you haven't shot here before, they're kind of hard to hit. I mean, you've seen a lot of three-pointers kind of rim in and out. There's not a lot of give to them.
Nifong waits till they get in the air, kicks it out, and it's thrown away.
I'd like to see him get them in the air and then just take it right into them. They're going to get a foul. I mean, he's not going to make the bucket, but he's going to draw the contact and get the foul. So it's going to be a turnover second of the half for the Dragons. Still up by 4 with 5:10 left. third
He is
quarter.
well, they are. We got to remember they are sophomores. 1, 2 juniors, 3 juniors, I guess. Sophomores, so young players. They're going to learn some of those tricks of the trade as the time goes on. Kicks it out, fakes.
That's the one thing, if you can handle the guy jumping, landing on your back, that's a good way to get fouls against a much taller player if you can get him off the ground.
Stolen from Nifong, makes a steal. Goes 1v1. Here comes the trap, kicks over to Manikowski. Nifong. Manikowski, Diego's down low. Kindig's just camping in the three-point line in the corner. There's a steal, goes all the way in, puts it in, and it's 15 for Tippy Valley. Here comes the pressure.
That's Trapedi with 5 now for the Vikings' third turnover of the half. Almost another one there by Vanderwill.
Kindig fakes. Good press break that time by the Dragons.
They're just a little slow on their passes, rotating out of that
Kindig
trap.
for 3, rushes it and misses. Fast pace and nobody's scoring. Kicks it out. Here's a quick 3 and it's off the mark, and Diego with the big rebound. Manikowski. Vanderbilt is tipped off Tippy Valley.
The Bollenbacher's going to go in for Manikowski. We got a couple subs, 22, 24, and 40. So Shepard, Parker, Daramiple, and Potter check back in for Tippy Valley.
Thrown away.
Coach Patrick using a lot of players here tonight for Tippy Valley, kind of trying to keep everyone fresh. And it's working. There's 4 turnovers now, 16 turnovers for the game. Somehow the Dragons still up by 2 with that many turnovers. There's a travel. He switched pivot feet.
Switch pivot foot.
And the ref didn't.
Blocked by Diego.
He's not going to get that one off.
Tries to go in, and there's going to be a foul off of Nifong.
Dangerous play from the ground. Nifong, that'll be his first foul, and that'll be the Dragons' second.
That's second block from Diego, and that one was all block.
Yeah, you're not going to get a three-pointer off against Diego.
Not
he can
typically,
he can be 5 feet away and still get up there.
Rotates, tries to lean in. And Nifong with the foul, and that's 2 on Nifong.
2 quick ones there on Owen, third team foul. So I think the Vikings are changing up a little bit on what they're trying to do here in the second. They know their shots aren't falling, so they're working on trying to drive the ball into the basket and maybe get the Dragons in some foul trouble.
Tip forward. Vanderwill's going to get it, puts it up, and it's in the basket. Good tip forward from Kindig. Smart play. Saw that Vanderwill had the advantage forward and just tipped it right out front to him, and that's a good lay-in from Vanderwill. Here's a quick 3. Nope, it's faked.
Not that I wanted Vanderwill to miss that. There's a shot, and it's short. Not that I wanted Vanderwill to miss it, but did you see Diego trailing on that one?
He was trailing.
I was waiting on that one. That was going to be a big rebound dunk by Diego. But, you know, Vanderwill, nice job to finish that. And like you said, that was a great tip ahead by Kindig. Vanderwill 4 points here in the second half. Dragons back up by 4 with 2:30 left here in the third.
Bollenbacher comes across the timeline, kicks it over. Diego to Nifong. Nifong back out. Kindig, Nifong. All the way over to Kindig. Vanderwill. Diego. Ball's tipped away.
He just had a little too much air under that.
Yep.
And gave the Tippy Valley
The pass was a
player
little
time.
too high for him, so he just reached under, punched it out.
He was open, and just the high arc gave it a little bit too much time for the Tippy Valley player to get back in position.
Out high. Dragons have stepped their defense up.
Well, I'd say their defense has been great the whole game. I mean, they've only allowed 15 points.
Yeah.
The biggest thing they're doing right now is just turning the ball over too much.
Michael Jordan-esque.
Yeah, the old fake throw off of the defensive player's head.
Elbow, and it's taken away from Kindig, and Nifong recovers. Gives it Diego. Diego kicks it back out. He knew he was under the basket.
Yeah, he got too far under that time.
Pass was just where it got underneath it instead of able to do it, and that could have been an opportunity to see the big dunk. I think everybody's wanting one and anticipating. 56 seconds left in the third. Can the Dragons be composed again?
I tell you what, a 6-point lead right here would be huge.
There you go.
If they can get a bucket in.
Caddy corner. Fakes. Nifong has it. Patience. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Keeps a good spacing. Vanderwill. Nifong. Rotating around. Bowenbacher has it.
Well, they did it at the end of the half. Let's see if they can do it at the end of the third quarter here with a good play. There's the back door. And before, it was a nice pass from Nifong, but he's going to get fouled. Looks like they're going to get number 22, Shepard, on the foul.
Well, let's see what happens here. Inbounds for the Dragons.
That is Shepard's first foul of the game. Couple subs, number 10, Trapedi, and 24, Parker Derrimipple, check back in. I apologize, I'm probably not saying that name right.
Rumpel.
Rumpel?
Sure. Rumpel.
Rumpel. Daryl Rumpel?
Sure.
Okay, we'll call it Daryl Rumpel. I wasn't saying it right before. I'm not saying it right probably now.
Dragons. Kicks it over. Diego can't get it. It's bad pass to him. And his shot's up, and he's shooting two. Kindig shooting two.
Yeah, he got fouled. So let's see who they call the foul on. 34. Parker, that's going to be his second. So Kindig, with nobody out there, is going to be shooting 2 free throws. See if he can put the Dragons up 6 here going into the fourth quarter. Kindig is good on the first. That's his first shot from the free throw line. He's got 5.
He's going to make it 6 right here. Smooth as silk. Oh.
He's off with that. So 20-15 is your end of third quarter score. Dragons are up by 5. And I don't know, the way things have been going, that 5-point lead looks pretty huge right now. But you can't ever count the Tippy Valley Vikings out. They are a really good 3-point shooting team. Just haven't been able to find the bottom of the net here tonight. Alrighty, so we're just going to keep it here.
A warning for the green bench. Ooh, they're scared now.
So
boy.
We've got 8 minutes of regulation time left here. I tell you what, Coach Mawson, 16 turnovers through 3 quarters for the Dragons.
Oh, my Lord.
Only 7 so far for Tippy Valley. If you look at the score, 20-15 with 16 turnovers, that's
16 turnovers by the Dragons, and they only have 15 points. Oh, boy.
That's pretty impressive, really, the fact that they're still up by 5.
How many turnovers does Tippy Valley have?
Well, if you would have listened, I said 7.
7?
Yes.
And we only got 20 points. Ay. Train wreck basketball at the moment, folks. Dragons are on top. We want the W, and ugly win's better than not a win at all, but still, they got to settle down and play their game. Scrappy and tough is one thing, but whew. Kicks it out, fakes, drives in, and
foul. Is that going to be Nifong?
23, 32. Hike. Bowenbacher.
So that'll be Lane's first.
Gets it in. Oh.
Yeah,
Diego.
Get Diego over the back. So that's his first foul of the game. Team's 5th. Manikowski's going to check back in for Bolenbacher.
Lane does a good job. I'll give him the old 2-cent clap. Ball's in. Nope, not yet. There he is, wide open on the 2. It's 2-2. His foot was on the line. Foot was on the line.
So Parker with the 2-point bucket brings it to a 2-point game, and there's Manikowski.
Why'd you pick his dribble up?
I know he hesitated right there, and he
Nifong told him. Nifong told Mawson. It was only a 2-pointer. It was 2.
Yeah, that should be 17. Yeah, 20-17, so it's a 3-point game.
Yep, he's taking it back. And Nifong told me, Coach Mawson that was my fault on that last turnover because he wasn't in the right position for Manikowski. He didn't come forward. Long 3, and it's in and out. Rebound Manikowski. Turnover. Nifong falls on the sweat.
There's a travel by number 20, and it's not called. Coach Mawson's going to need to get a timeout here. The Dragons are coming out in the 4th quarter, and they're getting beat off the ball right now by the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. They gotta pay attention there. Number 20, Mellinson, he changed pivot feet again out there at the top, and they're not looking at it. I don't know why.
That's what Coach Mawson's telling the official. Yeah. Watch your feet. He's doing this, telling him he's switching his pivot foot.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times and not gotten called for it. You know, if you come around on your inside foot and you pivot around, that's your pivot foot. And then all of a sudden he pivots on his right foot then instead of his left.
Yeah. Well, and ready to pull it within 1 if he makes both of these.
So Morrison at the line. He's off on the first. The Tippecanoe Valley team has not found the favorable nets here for shooting.
Well, I tell you what,
Waybright Gymnasium.
Both teams are a train wreck from the free throw line.
And he misses both in the rebound.
Nifong with the big rebound.
I should have been keeping misses and makes on free throws.
It's been a lot.
And Coach Mawson's going to get a timeout. We've got 6:52 left to go here in the game. Argos holding on to a 3-point lead, 20-17. We're going to take a break. Come back here with more action from Phil Waitbride Gymnasium on RTC4.com and Channel 4 in Rochester.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, welcome back. 6:52 left to go in the game. 20-17, Argos with a 3-point lead. And it's going to be the Dragons ball coming out of the timeout. Kind of a hectic start here to the 4th quarter, couple turnovers.
What do you do? It's been a hectic start for the entire game. We have not settled down and played good system basketball yet, and neither has Tippy Valley.
Well, Tippy Valley's pressure has just caused havoc for the Dragons. I think that's part of the problem. And part of them, you know, they're just a young squad. They're still working to find their sea legs, so to speak.
Kindig tries to howl pass. Fake up high and then bounce pass.
Yeah. Kindig's a tall kid, and he's used to being able to throw over the top, and Tippy Valley is very quick off the floor.
Yep.
You notice that. They're up quickly. So use that to your advantage, like you said, if you fake high and then throw it underneath them.
Kindig, Nifong. Diego gets it over. Diego for 2. What a pass from Manikowski.
Good vision that time, and Diego has 9 points now on the night. Dragons back up by 5.
Carries.
And there's a turnover.
Big time carry. He knew it. So did the coach. Telling him, hey, relax.
I give that to Coach Mawson, pointing some of them things out to the official there at the break. That does, it puts a bug in the back of their head, thinking about things like that.
Kindig, Diego, kicks it out. Manikowski fakes. Manikowski hasn't even really shot tonight. Diego for 2, misses, rebound.
Yeah, that was a missed call there by the official. It went off of Diego's leg, but the Tippy Valley player dove for it and tipped it out. And
right.
I don't know. He must have turned his head after he saw it, assuming that it was out.
I don't know. Hard telling.
All right, 5:50.
Well, at this game, every possession counts so much because both teams are so erratic. Reach in from Nifong, and that's his 4th. Timeout, Tippy Valley, and that's his 3rd. It says it's only his 3rd.
It is. So. Yep, that's right.
That's all right.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor with 5:33 left. It's a 22-17 game. We're going to take a break and be back here in just a moment.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your Nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
All right, welcome back to Phil Waybright Gymnasium. 5:33 left to go in the game. 22-17, Argos Dragons lead.
That's Nifong's 4th, see?
All right, so are we doing 1 and 1 then? 7 fouls.
They're in the bonus already, and it's early.
Well, I had him for 3, and they initially said that was 3. So Parker at the line, he puts the first one in. So pretty early in the game to be shooting 1 and 1.
I just said that. That's not a good sign for the Dragons.
Parker's got 7. The second shot is off the mark.
Rebound goes to Vanderweel.
They're going to call the foul from behind on Morrison. That'll be his 3rd. And team's 4th, 5th.
Balls across timeline. Manikowski fakes. Vanderweel. Kindig. Diego quick. Gets it. Puts it over to Vanderweel. Kindig. Dragons rotating the ball well. Riddle's up at the free throw line. He came in for Nifong. Trap doesn't work. Manikowski.
Kindig learned from his mistake there. Did you see that?
Yep. Gives it over. And now Diego does the same thing.
It's going to be tapped out of bounds off of Tippy Valley, so it's going to stay Dragons ball.
Well, Manikowski, how many points does he have tonight? 2? 4?
None.
None. Went from 18 to 0 because he hasn't really shot much.
I don't know that he's attempted.
I haven't seen him attempt too much.
He's struggled. He's been high pressure from the defense from Tippy Valley has really wreaked havoc on the Dragons guards.
Yep. They're going to look both sides of the court because Kindig was wide open. Jeez, oh, Pete, where's the foul? Gets it out.
I didn't see Riddle come in. Riddle's in.
I said he came in for Nifong. Yes, Nifong's got 4.
I really don't pay any attention to what you say.
I know. Ball's into Kindig. Well, I tell you what, Tempe Valley's getting tired. They are high pressure, but now the Dragons have got them running all over in an old-fashioned four corners.
Well, a 4-point lead with under 4 minutes to go here, and the Dragons are content just to play keep away right now with the Vikings.
Riddle, bounce pass out to Vanderweel.
As long as they don't turn the ball over here, they can do this for another 340 if they want.
Manikowski takes his place on that side. He calls it from across the court.
That's going to be on number 20. That's going to be on Mellinson. That'll be his 4th, team 6th. So the Dragons are going to be in the one and the bonus the next time they get fouled. Thompson back in. Vanderweel back in. Diego's out, and Riddle is out.
Vanderweel, Nifong, Manikowski.
I don't know the way the Dragons have been shooting free throws if they want to be in the one and bonus.
Yeah, it's not at the moment.
They're going to foul Thompson. Didn't think he was trying to do that. That's going to be Mellinson's 5th. He's out, and Thompson's going to be at the line here shooting 1-and-1. And haven't seen him shoot free throws yet tonight, Andy, but I remember him being a pretty decent free throw shooter. All right, so Coach Patrick is going to put Parker Derry, what did we say that we were calling him?
Dalrymple. Sure, right. Dalrymple.
So he's going to check back into the game. I do apologize for that.
Rumple, you know.
Thompson 1-and-1, and lane violation. Did they call that on Thompson?
Yeah.
Well, that's
and that hurts the Dragon.
He actually made the free throw.
Oh, boy. So that counts as a miss. He's wide open. He's missed in almost every shot tonight, so they can let him shoot. Kicks it out.
Tippy Valley is 1 for $1 million from three-point land.
Yeah. Kicks it. Dragons playing tough. And there's a quick one, and it's way off.
Almost banked it in.
Vanderweel.
They cannot.
Nifong. Oh, and he was wide open down low. Vanderweel, Nifong saying, all right, we don't need to score. I'll just bring it back out. 2:35 left.
Turnover for the Dragons, 3rd of the quarter. Well, they've cleaned it up here a little bit in the second half, but they still have 7-19 for the game.
This has got to be one of the lowest scoring games I've seen in a long time.
Well, what was the score at Oregon Davis a couple of years ago? That was like a 10-12 at the half.
Yeah.
Timeout by Coach Patrick here with 2:20 left to go. 22-18 is your score. We'll take a break and be back here for more fourth quarter action from Phil Waybright Gymnasium in just a minute.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back here to Phil Waybright Gymnasium at Argos High School. 2:20 left to go in the game. 22-18 Argos Dragon lead. Yes, I said that right. 22-18.
Yikes.
Fourth quarter Argos lead.
Rough.
So far, the Dragons have been led by Diego with 8-9, and then a bunch of guys with 4. Vanderweel's got 4, Kindig has 4, and Nifong has 4. leading scorer from the first game, Sam Manikowski, has not scored yet here tonight.
Oh, here we go. Winding down the intensities building.
Coach Patrick called the timeout, so it's Tippy Valley ball here.
So we got 2 players with 4 fouls each between Thompson and Nifong. Tippy Valley has 1 that's fouled out.
Morrison has 3. Everybody else is less than that.
So Manikowski is definitely going to make him earn that, dribbling man-to-man. Pull back. Open 3, and it could be in, and it is.
That's Tanner Trapedi. That's his second 3 of the game, and that brings the Vikings
he shot.
within
He's probably
1.
20%. He shot probably 10, which is fine, but it's not that bad for the Dragons.
All right, so Coach Mawson's going to take a timeout here. The Vikings dig into the 4-point lead, take 3/4 of it away. It's a 22-21 game. Last minute 48. You can't rely on just keeping the ball away from them. The problem is the Dragons have had too many turnovers. You saw it the last 2 possessions where they were trying to run the clock, and you get a travel call on Manikowski, and then a bad pass the time before, and you're in the 1 and bonus, and you had Thompson at the line, and he goes over and violates the line there on that free throw.
And the biggest thing is we've seen it a few times in the early season for the girls basketball, and these guys, they should understand it. You know, you got to keep the ball. When you hand it to the other team, your chances for scoring are gone, and the chances for their team to score is nothing but increase. So you gotta make sure you have ownership. Possession is everything.
So Manikowski, Nifong, Vanderweel, Thompson, and Kindig for the Dragons here with the last minute 48.
And foul. Manikowski, Tippy Valley ball.
They will not shoot free throws on that player control foul. That's going to be Manikowski's second foul. And the Vikings have the ball. Riddle's going to check in for Manikowski. He's a little frustrated.
Sam's not having a good game tonight. For him, he's very upset, very frustrated. Riddle's back in. Here's the long play, and it's off the backboard. And somehow Tippy Valley maintained possession on that. Moving screen big time.
So they're going to call Parker, I think, number 12 on that.
Yep.
Yep, that's going to be his second foul, and once again, no shots. So 2 offensive fouls here give the ball back to the Dragons.
Kindig gets the ball.
There's a quick foul on Morrison.
Let's see what Kindig. He was 1 of 2, right?
Yes, he did. He made the 1 of 2 there at the end of the
Well, we
half.
need all 3 of these. Oh, wait, he only has 2. I thought he was shooting from across half court. Come on, it looked like he was shooting, didn't it?
So he's at the line shooting 1 and 1.
All right, he can do it.
It'll be the last 1 and 1 for the Dragons. They'll be in the double bonus after this. So he's got to make this first one here, and they're going to try and ice him.
Ice, baby.
Coach Patrick calls a timeout with 1:37 left. We're going to keep it here. Kindig at the line here shooting. Now it's a full timeout, so we'll take a break.
Take a break.
All right, we'll be back here in just a minute with more 4th quarter action from Phil Waybright Gymnasium.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
All right, welcome back. 1:37 left to go here in regulation. Ian Kindig is going to be at the line here, shooting 1 and 1 for the Dragons.
The ugly war of attrition on this scoreline. Whew.
Well, the Dragons had the 22-18 lead before Trapedi nails a 3-pointer, brings them back to within 1. So These 2 free throws here by Kindig are huge. None of them bigger than the first.
Ginormous.
Junior sets the line, and he's good on the first. 2 of 3 now from the line for Kindig. He can make this one. That'll give him a 3-point lead. It's not a icing on the cake by any means, but it sure makes him feel a lot better. Second
Smooth.
one. Good.
Pressure free throws from the Kindig.
Kindig's got 7 for the Dragons.
Thompson's out high. Closing it up.
Oh,
Kindig.
Kindig almost got that ball.
Rotated around. He's wide open, and it's no good.
Good rebound.
Ball's loose. Thompson. Jump ball to keep someone from getting hurt, and it's Dragons' ball.
Dragons get it on the jump, so good job there by Thompson.
Oh, look at him. That one hurt. He's coming up breathing hard.
Well, he ended up landing on that ball pretty hard there. I don't know if it was his back or his leg, but he took a shot, laid it all out there for the team, and he gets the jump ball. That's good work there by the bigger Thompson, playing defense on the guard Tripedi.
Manikowski's coming back in for Riddle.
All right. Minute 7 left. The Dragons with a 3-point lead. Let's see if they can get some time run off the clock and add to that.
Manikowski hits the ground. Nifong. The ball's loose. Nifong with the foul, and he's out.
Yeah. He tried to do it all himself, and he lost the control of the ball, and he gets called, and that's going to be it for him. And that's going to put Tippy Valley at the line, I think, shooting 1-1.
And Nifong's out. That hurts the Dragons a little bit. It's nice that our athletic department keeps using Tippy Valley's towel.
Riddle checks in for Nifong.
I'd like. Jeez, oh Pete. That's what these guys are worried about. They've watched them all come in. And Moss is like, whatever, just okay, fine.
Splitting hairs a little bit there. Cameron Parker's going to be at the line, the 6-foot
on
junior.
the player control foul, not real sure, but they're calling push, I think. He's shooting free throws. I don't think anybody knows what's going on tonight. But I tell you what, this gives the Dragons a very good chance for a good rebound here. And it rolls in.
Parker gets it to roll off the front and go in. Brings it back 24-22, 59 and a half left.
Go Diego, maybe. Let's see here.
It's going to be hard to do from the bench. And he gets the second to go as well. 2 big free throws there for Tippy Valley.
Kindig. Back to Vanderwill. Vanderwill across timeline, no problem. Out to Riddle. Back over to Vanderwill.
They're going to call foul on Tripedi. That'll be his first foul of the game. Wow. And that's going to put Vanderwill at the line shooting the bonus. 2. Double bonus. Well, that's 2 fouls on him. I missed one on him too. 24-23. Vanderwill's first one is in and out. He gets another shot here with the double bonus.
And here comes a 3-point shooter, even though he's not been on tonight. Number 24. And He brought him in and told him exactly where he wants to shoot. He's going to shoot from this side right over here.
Vanderweel misses him.
Over the back, Riddle.
And that's going to put
player lane violation. Number 10 was in on the lane. He out of his foot, out of the box. Lane violation.
Okay. That
So he's
changes.
reshooting.
I tell you what, they've had more.
They said some time went off the clock.
Well, it would have went off the clock because it was in play.
He's putting time back. When he's saying it was a lane violation, so therefore the time should have never been started.
Yeah.
Well, if he would have blown the whistle on time, as soon as it left his hands, if he was already in the out position, you could blow the whistle. If it goes in, you count it. If not, then you already knew it. And Bohnbacher's going to go in.
All right, so they put 2 seconds back. Vanderweel gets another one, and he can't get that to go either. So he's 0 for 3 from the line on that trip.
So they're going to want to shoot the 3 to go ahead.
They don't need a 3. They can do it 2.
Well, I'm telling you right now. There he is. He's over where they told him to be.
Well, they're going to, if I'm them, I'm looking for Tripedi. He's the only one that's hit anything here for him.
Oh, he picks his dribble up. Timeout from the coach.
Coach Patrick's going to call a timeout with 22.6 left. Dragons holding on to a minimal lead, 24-23. We're going to take a break.
And the Dragons have at least 9 missed free throws. 9. At least.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back. 22.6 seconds left. It's the Vikings ball, down by 1. And like you said, we're going into that break, Andy. Lots of missed free throws left on the off the score table for the Dragons here tonight. So let's see what the Dragons defense can come up with here with 22.6 left. They went to overtime last year.
Oh boy, here we go. As the tension rises.
A three-pointer and then a 2 for the Dragons and another overtime.
Sure, that's it. Diego's back in.
If I'm Coach Patrick, I'm looking for Tripedi. He's got the hot hand for the Vikings.
Looks to it. Riddle. Defense, Dragons, 9 seconds. They're starting to get nervous. Throws it away.
Oh.
Stolen by the Dragons, and Vanderweel has it, and there's a foul.
He's got to hit these. 0.8 seconds left. It's going to be hard. If he hits these, there's no way the Vikings can get anything offensive.
He was trying to say 3 seconds went off the clock after he blew the whistle.
Yeah. Coach Mawson saying no fouls. So Vanderweel at the line shooting 2 for the Dragons.
Now it's 2.5 seconds left.
All right, so that makes these free throws even more important now.
Ay, ay, ay.
They need to make these at worst. If they do get a 3, it's tied.
No fouls from the Dragons.
Vanderbilt puts it in.
Gonna ice him.
He's got 5. Yeah, Coach Patrick calls a timeout with 2.5 seconds left. All right, it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Vanderbilt at the line. He's got one more. Dragons up 25-23. Vanderbilt has 5. If he can put this in, that'd be a huge, huge bucket for him. Putting him up by 3 with 2.5 seconds left. Kindig's had a good game. He's got 7 for the Dragons. Diego has 9. And Nifong, who fouled out with 4. Tanner Trapiti, the sharpshooter for...
This right here is going to show the character of this team. And Diego's back, Riddle's back, Kindig's back.
All right, don't worry about guarding him inside the arc there. Well, I guess it depends on if he makes it.
He's going to make it. Vanderbilt. What can he do? Here it is. And it's short.
That's actually not bad because now they're
going to run time off the clock.
And
slipped and fell.
Daryl Mipple fell down, and that runs the clock out, and the Dragons pull away with a 25-23 victory over Tippy Valley here. High pressure defense by the Vikings all night long, and the Dragons pull one out.
Like a rabbit out of the hat. Oh boy.
All right, it was a great one here for both squads. The Dragons are going to move to 2-0 on the young season, and the Vikings will fall to 0-2. I'll get some totals here for the scoring and be back here in just a second from Phil Waybright Gymnasium, where the Dragons pull out the 25-23 win over Tippy Valley.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving.
Scoring, that's going to take you 12 seconds.
RTC Fiber Communications. RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
All right, welcome back. Final score, 25-23. Dragons pull out the victory. The Tippy Valley Vikings led by Tanner Trapiti with 8, Dakota Parker with 7, Melanson, Daryl Mipple, Morrison, and Parker all had 2 for the Vikings. The Dragons led by Diego with 9. Kindig had 7. Vanderwill with 5. and Owen Nifong with 4. And they pulled out the win despite
457.
19 turnovers. They did clean it up quite a bit in the second half. They only had 7 second half turnovers. So, they were able to pull it out. I tell you, Vanderweel came up big. He had 5 in the second half for him. Kindig had 3, and Diego had a couple. I guess the thing that Coach Mawson is going to have to be happy with is that they were able to pull the win out despite the ugliness of the game. It was, a turnover-infested game, and they missed a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it was not a great stellar performance by either team by any means. Good defensive effort, but it was just because they were trying to go so fast. Neither team was in control. It was just not something great to watch, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement, and I know the boys didn't have that great a game. They'll settle down. They were definitely nervous being the first season opener here at home, and we'll just see where it goes from here. I see improvements coming in, and I think they'll be fine. I don't know.
We talked about it in the pregame. It's a young squad. No seniors, a lot of sophomores and a couple juniors. They're just going to have these kind of games, and the good thing is that they come out with the win. Like you said at the half, an ugly win is still a win.
Still a win.
It still goes in the win column. So the Dragons escape here with a 2-0 record. So that's the best part of the whole thing. So we're going to wrap things up here for this evening. Be back here Thursday night where the Lady Dragons are going to be hosting the Class 1A number 6 ranked Morgan Township Lady Cherokees. So we'll be back around 6:30 probably on Thursday.
I will not be in attendance at that game.
I will.
You can have my fluffy brother come over and help you.
All right. So I'll see y'all on Thursday night. Appreciate everyone for tuning in to tonight's game on Facebook and rtc4.com, and also on Channel 4 in Rochester. Steve Stricker for Andy Stone and Isaac Smith on the camera. Good night here from Argos, where the Dragons win 25-23 over the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings.